BassResinator here. I want you to see the size of this. This is a 12-inch circle mold, and I got it on a huge discount sale. There would have been no way I could afford this, but it was at Counterculture DIY. They were selling off all their large size molds, and this was one of them. And I also got one of their giant rectangle molds. But I want to make a lazy Susan. I have a ball bearing round thing that's going to go underneath it, but I want to make it a bloom, and I want the bloom to be the color of my giant hibiscus. Now my giant hibiscus is not quite this big, but it's very close. So yeah, this is going to be, I'm not going to make it this thick. It's not going to be 2 inches thick. But I got 24 ounces mixed up. I need to go put it in the vacuum chamber right now, so I will be back shortly. I am using Bondcrafter art resin for this. I'm going to be using Pouring Your Heart Out Bloom, and I've got 3 ounces of resin set aside. And I'm letting it warm up. It's about 96 degrees right now, but I'm going to let it go a little bit more. Okay, so this should be 9 drops. No, 10 drops of this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to add a little bit of color to that. And I'm going to put in 4 drops of hot pink alcohol ink. This is Picasso, just to give it a tinge of pinkness. Now to mix this up. And I'm not going to pipe this. I've got it in a silicone cup, and I'm going to try and squeeze so I can control the amount of, well, I may have a big mess. That's a pretty shade of pink. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've got it over here to the side. Okay, let me test the temperature on that. That's 97. This is 97.2. Okay, so then I'm still going to use more of this Picasso pink out here around the outside and poppy red in the center. And I'm going to try and make this bloom nicely. It'd be nice if I could. It's 98 now. Does that feel warm? It's feeling a little bit warm. Now I have no idea how deep this is going to be. Because this is a very large mold here. It should be about 1/4 of an inch deep. I'm going to have to go around the edges. because I can see a couple bubbles trying to hang out. Okay, so there's that. And then where did I see those? Right there, little tiny ones. Okay, so far so good. This is a huge undertaking. I hope I don't mess it up. I may end up just drawing things in. Okay, said I was going to do this hot pink around the outside. Now I am going to back this with a different color, so hopefully this will really look amazing. And I don't know what that is, but that got right in the way. And this is the poppy red. Oh, I know what I can do to try and make that center even a prettier color. One drop of that hot pink right in the middle of it. Yeah. Okay. It's 99 degrees in here. Can I get this? That's gonna be too, you know what, I've got a clamp over here. Let's see if that'll take care of it. It still may be too thick. Come on, there's a stream. It's just doing a little drop, drop, drop. Ah, gotta get it a little bit bigger than that. There we go. I want to try and encompass the pedal, or what I envision as a pedal. Oy. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of that alone, and I'm going to get my dotting tool, not my dotting tool, my silicone wandy tool. And these little guys right here started off not together. So I need to make sure I don't know if I want to do any more to that or just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. One small bloom for mankind. I can't tell how much of it's blooming, if at all. It looks sort of like it is, but I can't tell. And that's unnerving. So let me try and bloom it along. This little shiny thing is. Got it. can't see. I was going to look down to the side, but this thing is so thick. Ah. Okay. I can't cross my fingers, but I naturally, I mean, I can, but I have to do them. I've broken all my fingers in football, so, or had them broken for me. There are some, I don't know what these things are. Oh, that's a hair. Okay, bloom. When I first put it in there, I didn't know what it was doing, because it acted like it was going to spread out, and I'm like, no, you're not supposed to do it that way. Okay, now I got to clean up this little clip here, because some of that resin came out and got on it, and if I don't get it cleaned up, then it won't open, and I won't be able to use it as a clip anymore. I still got quite a bit of that white left over. I don't know if I need to do any more with it. Just mess it up. Looks like it's shifting this way. Shouldn't, because this thing is on a level table. Well, I'll just let it sit, and there's a glare right there with this thing. Maybe I can, no, that didn't do it. I got rid of most of it, but now we got dark area over here. I don't even know if we can see the whole thing. It's so huge. And I got my telescoping arm up as high as it'll go. It's 100 degrees in there. Bloom. Okay, I'll leave this sitting for a while I clean up my mess. forgot to click record, so I took my phone so that you can see up close and personal. It did bloom. I have no idea what it's going to look like on the other side, but what I did was I mixed Let's Resin green mica powder and Let's Resin brown mica powder, and I made a dirty pour with them. And with the brown, I also added a few drops of black alcohol ink. And then I put it in here, and I just went around in circles, and then I did little spirals around the outside, and then from the middle to the out, I drew lines and to cause that pattern. I have no idea how that pattern is going to end up, but I hope that dark behind the pink bloom works nicely. Yeah. What I'm having images in my mind is Ursula in The Little Mermaid with her tentacles going out and she's in the middle. That's what I'm seeing, but we'll see how this works. That was another 24 ounces of resin. So that's 48 ounces in this piece. Okay, we'll see you for the demolding or unmolding. Okay, this is cured up. That really looked cool the way that pulled in from the edges, but it left some of that color out on the outside, which is what I needed to hopefully, oh my, this mold is heavy. And I have the turntable thing for the Lazy Suzan, but it's one that's too big because I bought it for a larger sphere mold that I have. Yeah, this one's 12. I got another one that's 20, but it's not anywhere near this thick or heavy duty. Come on now. I can hear it just sort of dropping. There. Okay. Man, this mold weighs a ton. Let's cross our fingers. I can't cross my fingers. Messed them up in football, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man. Not exactly my big hibiscus, but this is pretty. Wow. Okay, gigantic mold off to the side. Wow. Well, this is the biggest bloom I've ever done. Got a couple things that dropped through, but you know, I think it came out really decent for me pushing the temperature of that resin to the max. Okay, now apparently for this size of a piece, you're only supposed to have a 4-inch turntable. And this one goes all the way to the edge. There you go. Put a coffee over there. Push it to somebody on the other side. Yeah! Now that mold was kind of fuzzy. I mean, it wasn't like really polishy, so I could do a top coat, but I'm not going to do that at this point. Well, what do you think? I think it's really cool looking. I'll just keep turning it so you can see all the angles that you might not see because it's kind of big. Okay, if you are a subscriber of mine, something was on that mold right there. May have to do a top coat. I'll let the boss tell me whether I do a top coat or not. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you are not, it doesn't cost anything. It's free. All you got to do is go down to the bottom of the screen, push subscribe, And while you're there, push the little bell icon. That will allow you to know anytime I do something new, it'll notify you. That's what the bell stands for. And if you would like to support this channel monetarily, there are 2 levels. Blue Bonnet level is $1.99, and the Indian Paintbrush level is $2.99. So if you desire to do that, I would appreciate that. It would be really cool. Just go down and push the join button and follow the questions that you're given. Wow. This is cool. Very cool. 48 ounces of resin right there. It's amazing how once it spreads out, even though it's not super thick, it's about a 1/2 inch thick. Oh, that looks slick. Can you see in there? Looking at a 3D bloom from the side is really cool too. Yeah, any money that comes in from ad sales or from buy me a coffee or memberships goes straight back into this channel so that I can get more supplies for this channel. Yeah, cool. One of the things that I did with that money was buying those 2 gigantic molds. I've seen companies with those molds, and I'm like, oh man, it looks really cool. But I just was deterred by the price, you know. But now, when I had that good of a sale, I was like, no, I'm going to get it. Anyway, if I do a top coat, what I will do is I will sand this a little bit to give it a place, like the lady on, what's her name, Rhonda. Is it Rhonda? I think so. For RK3 Designs, which is not, well, I say not too far, about 270 miles from me, but in Texas terms, that's not too far. Rhonda DeCoulis, she has a business, and she goes for doing like big scale countertops and stuff, but you sand it to give it teeth. A place where the new resin going on top can grab onto it. Yeah, I'm liking this. So I would sand it down first and then put the clear coat over the top. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna have a couple pictures of this. Try and get out in the sun, and then also on a table so you can see what. I don't know if you need it on a table, but I'll be able to get a better angle of it on a table or on the countertop. Okay, we'll see ya. Bye.